Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I asked on Instagram for some suggestions for my Monday vlogs, and one that was suggested was names I love but I'm not using. So I pulled up a list. I think it's from like 2012. I found it on my computer because I'm like, I know I have a list somewhere. It was basically before I chose Emrys as my baby name, and I've had that since 2013. So it's been a while since I've looked at baby names, especially boy names. So my boy list is kind of short. And boys' names, I don't know. I've always struggled with finding boy names. But yeah, in 2013, I wanted something that was gender neutral, that I loved, and that could just be their name, and Emrys was what I chose. Originally, I had Emrys Calum and Emrys Celeste. Those were the names. So Emrys Calum for a boy and Emrys Celeste for a girl. But that didn't stay. I changed throughout the years. Different middle names and stuff like that. But that was what I had selected because I wanted whatever it was to have the same initials. So Emrys Calum and Emrys Celeste would both have EC in our last name. And I also wanted something that was like space kind of related, and Calum and Celeste are both like space starry kind of names. So anyway, those were names. Celeste and Calum I will not use. I'm not having any more children after Emrys. And you'll find out her middle name after we pass court because it's her given name. And so you'll have to wait for that. I did not end up giving her a second middle name because her given name was so beautiful. I was like, I don't need another middle name. The reason I was doing a second middle name was to, in case I couldn't really pronounce her given name, to keep it, but also to have something else that I could actually pronounce, or something that I felt flowed better with Emrys. But Emrys and her given name just like gave me chills because they just were beautiful together. So I didn't end up giving her another middle name. So anyway, I'm going to start with boy names because it's a short list. Quinn, I'm going to try not to make this video long, but I feel like I should explain some of them. Quinn was from Sliders. Remember that movie? Show. Matthew was from a little boy that I helped take care of. William was a student in one of my classes when I was in EA. Daniel is from Stargate. Ronan is from Stargate. And Tobin is from Stargate. Out of my list there, my favorite is Tobin. I like that name. Girl's name. So Eden. Eden was the name I had picked if I was to have a second girl. Edyn. I saw the name somewhere, and like before I was even thinking of having, like when I was one and done stage, and I was like, oh, like felt very connected to that name, and I was like, I feel like I am meant to have a daughter named Eden. Things have not turned out that way, and I will never have a daughter named Eden now, but that was what I had picked for a first name if I was having a second one. Adria, which was Emrys's middle name that I had picked before India all happened. That's from Stargate. Katari was a name that I came across from some YouTube video person. Katara, which is from, what do you call it? Airbender. Sora, I have Sora written down. Feel like it's probably from either a video game or a show. Sorsha is from a book. Samantha is from Stargate. Sam, I would have called her Sam. That was, Daniel and Sam are my boy and girl names back when I first was trying to get pregnant in 2013. And then I wanted something, after I was having some failures, I wanted to have something that I could call them no matter what, and that's where I wanted like a gender neutral name. Little did I know that 7 years later I might finally have an Emrys. Shaylin was from a student that I had. I actually have a Shaylin this year too. It's funny. Shaylin and William were in class together. Willow is from a book. Rain from a book. Torin from Stargate. Rory from Doctor Who. River from a book originally, but also Doctor Who. Arwen from Lord of the Rings. Actually, I want to say about last year, someone brought home their daughter from Bulgaria, and her name is Arwen, and I love it. And she, like, I don't know, it suits her so well. Cassiopeia, which is Battlestar Galactica. Ezri, which is from Star Trek. Jadzia, which is from Star Trek. And Midna, which is from video game, Zelda. Midna, actually, my friend named her dog Midna. But, I mean, Taylor's name is from Stargate too, and Taylor's middle name is Rory. But I tend to not like traditional names. I like stuff that's different, but not way too weird, because of the fact that I teach, and I come across a lot of students. So, like, going through that name of the list, Matthew, William, and Daniel, right away, I didn't think of those characters anymore. I thought of those students. And same with Shaylin, like, right away I thought of a student. River, I thought of a student. Like, there's certain things that I no longer think of as where I originally got the names from. Now I think of the more recent or different people. So it's really hard as a teacher to come up with names, because we are exposed to so many names. And it's funny though, because like when I first started looking at like non-traditional names, it was a lot of like, you can't name them this because they're going to stand out in their classroom, or no one's going to know how to pronounce their names, or anything like that. And so like with Emerus, it was like my mom was even like, I can't pronounce this. And that's why we kind of were going with Emmy, which I don't really like the name Emmy, and she's not going to ever be called Emmy, now, especially now because my mom calls her Emerus. But it was funny because even my mom was like, meh. But like now, in my last, I'm going to say 4 years of teaching, maybe 5 years of teaching, I don't think I've really had traditional names at all, really. Like, I do have a couple here and there, but it's the one-offs. It's not a common thing. There's more unusual or non-typical names. And also I live in a very multicultural area, and so we have a lot of cultural names as well. So I might have 5 kids in my class name the same thing, but it's not a traditional English name. So no matter what, we are all learning to spell kids' names differently. We're all learning how to pronounce their names, and that's just part of life. That's how it is. So I would much rather Emerus be the only Emerus in her class and have to spell it and pronounce it for everyone than for her to be the 20th, like, I don't know, what's a popular name these days? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what it, like, an Emma. Emma and Emily seem to be popular. Like, just those things that are 5 million. Let me quickly Google the most popular baby name for 2019, because I'm curious. Popular baby names 2020. Charlotte. Charlotte, Ava, Amelia, Olivia. Oh, Aiden was another one that was on my boys list name, like years and years and years and years ago. Adrian Adam was actually my boy's name. When would that have been? 2008? Adrian Adam. I wonder what... Shaylin Jory. That was my girl's name. Shaylin Jory. Jory from a book, but then I knew a girl, my mom's coworker actually, was a female Jory. So Shaylin Jory and Adrian Adam. Those were my baby names in like 2006, 7, around that time. But yeah, Charlotte, Ava, Amelia, Olivia, Aurora. I actually really like Aurora. Violet, Luna, Hazel, Chloe, Aria. That's the top 10. So I would much rather her not be the 20th Charlotte in her class. Although these seem to be like more unique than they used to be, like Freya. So there you go. There's some baby names that I loved, but I am never going to use because I'm one and done. Very happy with that decision. Very happy with the decision. I'm going to keep telling myself that until I believe it. Yeah, I think once she's home, I think that will like solidify the one and done. It's just one of those things where like I never imagined only having one child, so it's kind of weird to be at that point where I'm going to have one child and I know that's my only child. But I know financially, mentally, everything, it is, yeah, I'm one and done. But yeah, anyway, never going through this shit again. Ever. I'm so tired of it, guys. Just as things started to like seem to be going well, pandemic, because that's my life. If you've watched any of like my story so far or videos, which I used to do like every year until I could no longer share my story, or my journey so far, I think is what I actually called it. But it's like, yay, there's good things happening. Nope, not happening. There's good things happening. Nope, not happening. Good things happening. Nope. And then this time I was like, yay, finally. It took a long time, and like waiting for her has taken forever, but finally I've met her, things are going great, and poof, pandemic. So pandemic is my fault. Sorry guys. Nothing, like, the universe couldn't throw anything else at me. So it was like, how can we stop the entire world to slow this adoption down faster? Pandemic. Yeah. And when I finally do post my adoption vlogs, you guys are gonna laugh at all the things that happened and are happening. And I am like the worst luck for agencies and paperwork. And if it's gonna cause me problems or money or headaches, it's gonna happen. But anyway, getting close. Hopefully in the next 3 to 4 months she'll come home. And then I'm done with this crap forever. And then I can just sit back and enjoy her. Anyway, baby shower, online baby shower party thingamajig happening in less than 2 weeks. I'm super excited for that on the 27th, right here live on YouTube. And I'm doing it combined with a Facebook one, so it should be interesting. I don't know how it's going to work. But come play some games with us and have some fun with us. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.